this pre-election activities and preparation is concerned, we are encouraging Ghanaians to look at four main thematic areas that we are focusing on in making the decision about who to vote for. Because it's not okay to just go and vote, but as a citizen, you have a responsibility to take serious things into consideration in deciding who to vote for. The first of the thematic areas that we want voters to consider and to focus on in preparing to go and select leaders for us is the phenomenon of money in politics. We know that over the years, politicians have been giving gifts and sharing little things to potential voters and the electorate. Now got to a point where we are seeing blatant display of distribution of cash to the electorate for them to vote for one person or the other. This is a very dangerous trend, both the selling and buying aspect of it. For those, and all of it must stop. We, the electorate, must not be asking for money before we cast our ballot. And those seeking power must really stop this trend of giving out money before they decide to, giving out money in trying to get people to vote for them. This is a dangerous trend because what happens is that if we do that, we are selling the leadership of our country to the highest bidder. And the highest bidder will not necessarily be the person who is best for our development, will not necessarily be the person who has the right plan for us to move forward as a country. And it's very dangerous. We could easily fall into the hands of criminals. We could easily fall into the hands of terrorists if money is the only criteria we are considering for deciding who to vote for. We are also encouraging citizens this time around to consider very seriously the rise in the use of intemperate language and the rise in the issuing of threats of violence from those seeking power. Again, if somebody wants to get elected, the way to go is not to spend time insulting their opponents, using intemperate language, and worst of all, threatening violence if they don't win. We cannot we cannot be cowed as a people into a position where we now have to go and elect leaders because we are afraid that if we don't elect them, they will rain violence on us. This is a huge threat to the stability of our state and to the democracy as well. The only way to stop this is if we citizens start punishing politicians who use these means to try and secure votes or to try and secure leadership. By not voting for them, let's reject those who do these things. Let's reject those using intemperate language, the insults. Let's reject those who come and issue threats. When power seekers talk about violence, they are talking about violence that we, the electorate, will inflict on each other. They are not talking about violence that they will inflict on themselves or their children or their families. They are talking about getting you, the electorate, so angry that you're willing to go and lay your life down or shed blood so that they get into power. This is wrong. One of the most powerful forms of speaking to power seekers is by voting for them or not voting for them. You understand? So what we need to do is to start making it clear that this is not the way to entice us to vote for you. This is not the way to convince us that you are the right person or the right people to take this country forward as we march on our journey of democracy and development. Not going to the poll is also a vote because somebody is going to make the decision. And part of your civic responsibility and your civic duty is to be part of the decision making process. If you stay away from it, people will still go. They will make the decision for you. It's better to be part of the decision than to stay away because a president will be elected one way or the other. The members of parliament will be elected one way or the other. So if you take yourself out of it, you are rather not helping the situation.